Okay. We are going to be starting part 2 here. We're going to be starting part 2 in this. In the Genshin Impacts. Hold on. Settings are being settings, and I gotta fix settings. Technical difficulties. I swear they just never end. That should be a problem. Alright, so I know this is a little bit of a surprise stream. It's mostly because it's gonna be a little bit insane these next week. So, I am doing a surprise stream tonight. We're going to be doing part 2 of Genshin Impact. We're going to be continuing our new new Archon quest. This is part 2 of Archon quest. So I am Kiwi Antares, and we're going to be starting, or continuing, part 2 to this Archon quest. And let us get a DPS character who can be helpful. Alright. Here we go. I have a basically dead Hu Tao, and we need a Hu Tao who is very much alive and good to go. Oh, there it is. Alright. We got a Hu Tao who's very alive. Guess while I'm at it, let's see if I do have something to offer. Good. There we go. And by the way, take a look at this. I have been busy trying to get all of these teleport points and mark any oculi I find while I'm at it. I don't have all of these, but I've gotten quite a bit of these. And I've been trying not to start the story on accident, so I've been trying to avoid that. And anyways, while we're at it, we might as well end up back in town. Yes, we're back in the snow world.
Snow!
See, even Hu Tao is excited about snow. Got it? I think I got a constellation. I did get a constellation. I'm gonna need to build my Traveler. I know Traveler is supposed to be good when it comes to ice, so I'm gonna have to build her. And her weapon, which I cannot build. I change her weapon to... I randomly have Durin's weapon, even though I do not have Durin. But I have this weapon, and I'm gonna have to change it to that. But for now... I can't do that because I'm not far enough in the story. So, we'll do that another time. But anyways, here we go. We're going. We're going, and we're going to see how this goes. Go this way. We're close. Another one around here. Every time I hear that little blip sound, that's how I know there's an oculi around, and I just don't know where they are. Oh, it's over there. It's down here, I think, somewhere. Right? Oh, it's right there. Why am I being dumb? While I'm at it. Let's create a quick launch pad. Oh, I'm too short. Darn it!
Be gone!
Oh, that's not what I wanted. It's gonna take me a few tries. Hold on. Darn it! Oh! Okay, we started this cutscene anyways.
This sword seems to be vibrating of its own accord.
Hello, statue of the
Very
Seven.
faint vibration, but it's getting stronger as I get closer to the statue of the Seven.
That is a little strange.
Does this sword have some connection to the statue? But all it does is vibrate, even when I touch it. That place I got this sword from was definitely out of the ordinary. Maybe I should try channeling the power of cryo?
Speaking of which, we haven't even tried that.
And Kate!
Ooh, that's interesting.
There really is something special about this sword.
Look at that. It makes it look pretty. Well, oh, interesting. So I upgrade the sword through the statue, right? Foreign lands, some chance of redemption. Well, that's interesting. Huh. Pyro enhance. Okay, this is a weird sword, but that's fine.
I don't really understand what just happened, but I'm pretty sure this sword just got a little more powerful.
Yep.
I'll have to try the same thing again when I come across another statue of the Seven. In the meantime, I better go find Alosha.
Alright. So we made statue pretty, and we got sword more powerful. Try using a snowball launcher. To hit that? I don't know if we even have the snowball launcher. That's not a snowball launcher. Grappling gun, linking. I don't think I have one of those. Could stick this there. No. We're gonna leave it. I think I'm gonna try it, try one more time with this. I'm like right there, but of course it won't, work. I'll have to try that later. Or just get better aim. Either or. Actually, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm gonna try. Nicole, you're going a little too forward. You just go straight up. There we go. There we go. Now I got it. That's what I needed to do. Okay. Guess I'll just leave that there. Anyways, so we gotta go back all the way over here. Let's see here. We're going this way. That looks...
Hello there. How can I help?
We're looking for Alyosha and Doggo.
Ah, sure thing. Give me a second. I'll go fetch them for you.
This is some nice music. When Alyosha arrives to tell him about what happened and sets the whatever that place is.
It's a familiar story. I've had similar experiences. Although Snezhnegrad doesn't deliberately delay or withhold relief, those first few days of waiting for help are always the hardest. It's a fundamental contradiction. If emergency relief can't be delivered in time, what's the point in even calling it emergency relief?
So that's it? They'll just have to wait?
Not necessarily. I think there's a good chance that Kresny Crystal from Stratomeros will start flowing into the market.
Really? Why?
When we resolve Stratomeros' energy issue, it's like we open the floodgates.
Okay.
A huge backlog of Crystal is now available to the townspeople. There's no way they can use it up at once.
Oh, that is good news, though.
A lot of them will probably stockpile it and slowly work their way through. Probably a good idea, since energy prices are only going to keep rising. But there will always be people who urgently need Mora.
So they'll sell it to the highest bidder, right?
Exactly. At the current prices, selling Crystal is an easy way for an ordinary person to make a fortune. Hey boss, how much do I have left in my account?
1 second. Let me check. So, you're planning on buying the Crystal out of your own pocket?
Yeah. I don't know if I have enough, so I'll chip in a little extra and buy as much as I can afford.
I mean, let me cover it.
No, it's fine. You're new to Snezhnaya, and you have your own living expenses to worry about. Besides, you're already providing the train.
I mean, I volunteered for this.
Here's your Mora. See what you can find at the market. But I doubt there'll be much Crystal left.
Yeah, well, can't hurt to take a look. Let's see. Huh?
Oh, there's Odette. I wonder what she's doing here.
Oh, Alosha, and
Hi. I know this is awkward.
hello.
You do not like me, do you?
I didn't realize you two knew each other.
Yep, we teamed up.
Yeah, I take on some odd jobs in the city to supplement my hunting income. Sometimes I work as a cleaner or prop hand at the theater where Odette is one of the big stars, so I've met her a few times.
So, if only we had a quick way to transport emergency relief, some kind of large moving box that runs on rails. You would think, considering, like, I mean, they have the train tracks everywhere. I would think, I mean, I know that in Leeway, there's quite a few, like, mining places. Actually, now that I think about it, I haven't seen any mining places in quite a while. I would think there'd be some around here, because they got a mine for the crystal.
When the weather's as bad as this,
Well,
it's better for a hunter to adapt than to keep looking for game.
well, we did go in the one place where it was very miner-like, so I guess that's where that all comes into play. It's just everything travels by train, depending if the train can get to places.
Yes, and we sometimes need extra help. Mm.
Wait,
Okay.
why is the atmosphere so awkward? I thought things went pretty smoothly in Sviatlo-Lydovka.
It's a bit deeper than that, buddy.
So, what brings you here, Miss Odette? Looking for some new props?
No. After I got back to the theater, I couldn't stop thinking about the situation in Sviatlo-Lydovka. It bothered me so much I couldn't focus on my dancing. So I decided I'd come here and see if there's anything I can do.
Couldn't let it go either.
You too, I presume. I suppose that's why you're here. I didn't feel comfortable expressing my true opinions in front of the Harbingers. Not least because ordinary Fatui like me don't even know what Project Stuja is all about. Without knowing the full picture, I can't make sense of it. And at some point, if things aren't making sense to me, I can't just keep going along with it.
So many people feel the same way. They wish they could do something, but all kinds of reservations hold them back. Explains why groups like the Rokot are springing up to fill the gap.
Yes. Well, that's one option. But there are risks to consider with organizations like that. The Fatui does not encourage their activities.
Right, because things can get out of hand, and it's hard to hold the right people accountable when they do. I've heard about a few cases like that.
Sandrone said Odette was on track to inherit the title of the Fair Lady. If so, she'll be able to find out what Project Stuja is really about.
Yeah. However, I have a feeling she wouldn't tell us, considering what happened in the past. I don't know. I don't think she quite likes us right now.
Still, it's probably a little soon to ask her about that. There may be more to the story. What's on your mind?
Nothing. I just spaced out for a moment.
I think we can both agree that no matter which side you're on, it can't stop you from doing the right thing. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Mm-hmm.
I know what Rosaline did while she was abroad. You made the right decision, so no hard feelings.
That makes things much better.
So, what's your plan?
Oh, we were gonna buy some crystal. I heard there's some on the market right now.
Funny. I had the same idea. In that case, let me pay. I can claim it back as mission expenses. The real issue here is that government relief is behind schedule. Surely it makes more sense for the state to cover these costs than for us to pay out of our own pockets.
True. It's a huge expense after all.
Thanks for helping. Ballet girl is chill. Yeah, I'd say she's pretty chill too, although I can't fully tell if she likes us or not. Because she was so close to Rosalind, and
Let
we
me see.
defeated
I'll
Rosalind.
take it all, please. And I'll be needing a receipt.
Like, like, she trained under Rosalind, like, that's the thing, or La Senora, she trained under her, and the fact that we defeated La Senora, and she got, like, she basically passed away because of the Raiden Shogun, it's just a little awkward with Odette, and that's the reason being. But, like, it's just a little bit harder for, at least for me to read. She's chill, but I feel like there's definitely some stuff underneath that really bothers her.
Right. Choose mission budget under the expense category, but be sure to specify emergency rescue operation in the description. Otherwise, the normal reimbursement limit will apply. Let's book this train. Regulations say that if we need to transport Kresnik Crystal during Project Stuja, extra carriages can be added 1 hour before departure.
Although it does seem like she's really, like, working hard right now to, like, get this crystal where I guess it needs to be.
That should do it. The train will be escorted to its destination by Fatui guards.
This is my first time seeing you handle Fatui affairs, Miss Odette. It seems you're as skilled an officer as you are a dancer.
You flatter me. It's only because I've been doing both my whole life.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm glad we're in safe hands.
Anyway, I bet you've been non-stop today, am I right? Any idea how Paimon's doing?
And I've had my hands full. I'm gonna go back and check on her now.
What's wrong? Who's Paimon?
Oh, that's right. You don't know Paimon.
Her travel buddy hasn't been feeling well. She caught a cold right after they got to Snezhnaya.
Sounds like she's important to you. I can't believe you've been dealing with this on top of everything you've been doing to help the people of Snezhnaya.
I mean, Paimon wouldn't want this either.
I've got nothing going on right now, so I'll join you. I want to see how she's doing.
May I come too? I have some candy that someone gave me back in Svietlolaidovka. Plus, I know a little bit about relieving cold symptoms.
I'm sure she'll appreciate the company.
All right then, let's go. I still don't know what the deal is between these two, but at least the tension seems to have vanished. A good sign, hopefully.
Yep. Yup. Alright. Go this way. Make this just a bit quicker instead of walking the whole way. This way and in here. Go up here. Oh, hello.
Hello. Sorry, but there's a sick person recovering in this room. Can I help you?
What happened?
It's okay. Are you one of Mr. Worldwide's guys?
Oh, please, excuse me. Are you the Traveler? Could I take a quick look at your Adventurer Handbook? Master Child said I should verify your identity.
Yeah, no problem.
Ah, it's really you. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're under strict orders from Master Child to keep this room well guarded.
I mean, I appreciate it.
At the same time, we can't interfere with Podvoye Restaurant's business. That would only seem all the more suspicious and draw unwanted attention to this room. Besides myself, a few of my colleagues are stationed in and around the restaurant, in plain clothes, of course. Rest assured, you're in safe hands.
Well, thank you.
I didn't expect such a high standard of protection.
Well, Master Child handpicked us for this special assignment. We're not about to let anything go wrong. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. Please, head inside.
Oh, there's Paimon.
Traveler! Oh, Lucia, you're back! Oh, hey! Who's our new friend?
Hi, I'm Odette. The Traveler and I crossed paths a few times.
She's a member of the Fatui, but she's solid. We could trust her.
Another friend from the Fatui, huh? You're practically a member yourself by this point.
And how are you feeling?
Paimon's definitely on the mend. We should be back to our usual travels in a few days' time. Seems like that doctor was right. It's just... Paimon's limbs are still feeling a little chilly.
I have just the thing.
Well, that's interesting looking. What's that?
Whoa! What's this? Is that a flame inside an ice cube? Wait, is this real ice? How's it not melting? And how does the fire keep on burning?
All keen observations. You're right. This is called core ignis. Whenever I've caught a cold in the past, I found I recover much more quickly if I place this by my bed. You're welcome to borrow it.
Awesome! Wow! It's so nice and warm! Oh, it's like magic. Your name was Odette, right? How did you two meet again?
Yeah, sorry, I had to sneeze.
Looks like she's in pretty good spirits. That's a relief. Any progress with your investigation yet?
No, not really.
No surprises there, I'm sure. They're not likely to let anything slip.
I'll have to try a different approach.
The Rokad, huh?
They might know what's really going on.
Let me think. Members of the Rokad keep their true identities hidden, but I think there might be someone I can introduce you to. Leave it with me. Meet me at the Korolyevsky troop tomorrow, and I'll tell you how it goes.
Would anyone like a drink? I'm gonna head to the bar.
Paimon will have... maybe some hot milk? Yeah. Paimon's in the mood for something warm. Enough with the secret chat, you two. Let's catch up properly in a minute. Paimon wants to know everything that's happened today.
Alrighty.
It'll be kinda like Tabletop Troop. No reason why listening to a story can't be an adventure.
Alright. This way, right? Oh, we gotta wait. We gotta use the clock. Alright, that should fix that. This way. And to the theater. I wonder if this is where we're gonna meet Mermaid Girl. Tabletop Troop, you're playing D&D? I was honestly thinking the same thing. This is the first time Paimon's mentioned Tabletop Troop, so I'm thinking it's kind of like D&D. D&D, I feel like, has really been a... Oh. They really like putting this dead guy in the middle of the street and having me try to step on him. Alright. Keep going. But yeah, this is the second time I've had D&D in a game be mentioned in a game. Like, as of recently. I play Warframe too, and they just added like a D&D campaign with some of the proto-frames, so wondering if they're gonna add some sort of thing of D&D. I mean, I guess a little bit of Nodcry had a little bit of a D&D feel to it when everyone was spreading out and you're trying to, you know, complete the missions, but let's see.
Ah, you made it. I've got some tickets, and I managed to set something up with the Rokad.
Oh. Is this where we
We'll
meet?
have to wait until after the show, though. Happy to stay and watch? I doubt you've seen the Korolyevsky troupe on stage before.
You know, I'm pretty darn curious. No problem.
Pleasure. Here. This is the way in.
Maybe that guy wants me to step on him. I'm not gonna step on him. I don't care if he wants me to step on him. I'm not stepping on him. I don't know what bro is doing in the street, but he needs help. And I don't know why he'd want to be stepped on, but you know what? To each their own. It's fine. Alright.
Please present yourself for a routine inspection in accordance with theater regulations. Thank you.
Does that mean you're gonna need me to T-pose and you're gonna have to scan? Oh, well, that's an interesting individual.
Is that guy with the fatui? Looks like he's waiting for something.
What an interesting fellow.
Okay, all done. Thank you for your cooperation. Please proceed through to the theater.
What's up? Everything okay?
I just wasn't expecting such strict security.
Snezhnaya's business and political leaders are always passing through here, so it makes sense that security's tight.
I guess, yeah.
Still, it's a little unusual to see the Fatui's Armory Palace guard here. You saw him, right? The guy right at the back. Strong, silent type. His name's Valeri.
Okay.
He's part of the Special Assignments Battalion, but I only ever see him here for one thing. To look for a guy named Mitya.
Who's that?
Supposedly a researcher, though he never seems to put much time in at the office. The theater is one of his favorite places to hang out when he's playing hooky from work. But that's not for us to worry about. Let's go. The show's about to start.
Okay. I'm pretty curious as to how this is gonna go. Wondering if it's gonna be like a...
What do you think?
Well, that's
Pretty
a pretty
impressive, huh?
stage. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty stage. Even Farina would approve. Does remind me of the opera Epiclis.
Oh, the one in Fontaine? I hear it's iconic. Never seen it for myself, though. Here we are, just in time. Sorry, coming through.
Use us.
If you're gonna show up late, keep your mouth shut.
Dude, calm down.
What's his problem? Whatever. No point arguing with people like that.
Bro is cranky.
Look, there she is. That's who I'm introducing you to later.
Ah,
She's
mermaid
the lead
girl.
singer of the troupe, Vodyanitsa.
Yeah, that's the mermaid girl. Look at her. She's freaking cute. I bet they grabbed an actual, like, opera singer to do that.
This leads directly to the green room. They're expecting us. Vodyanitsa will be waiting for us there.
So yeah, she's a mermaid. So when she hasn't been released yet as a playable character, but there is some videos of her gameplay, and when she is moving around, you know, she gets the whole mermaid tail and everything. As a character in the story, I've been trying to, like, not spoil it to kind of see who she is personality-wise. So I don't know if she's evil, but she is small and she does have big eyes. Kind of reminds me of Jacinthe a little bit from Pokemon ZA, how she does not look evil. Doesn't look evil, but is. But we don't know if she's evil. We're gonna find out. See what she thinks. But yeah, I've noticed that for a lot of the characters in Genshin, they actually bring in, like, actual singers to do the voices of these characters. So for Farina, for example, they have, like, an opera singer who can sing in French to do Farina's voice. So I wouldn't be surprised if for Vodyanitsa they did have a actual opera singer to do that part for her, like, singing wise. But let me think here. Yunjin has one as well. She's an opera singer in Liyue, so she does the Chinese opera music. And like, I've only seen her do it like once or twice, but it's really, really pretty when you do get to hear it. Usually you only hear those around like Lantern Rite if she's an active character. But yeah, like those are probably your two main. A little bit of Columbina as well. They had Aurora, which if you know who that is, she's done music in a lot of different things, but she did a orchestra version of the song that Columbina sings. It's really pretty. But anyways, story time. We're still storying. I think we go this way, right? We'll see how Vodyanitsa is. What kind of character she is.
Hey there. Excuse me.
Can you believe it? I'm so mad right now. Come in.
All right, she's got some personality.
Oh, it's you two.
Hi, Odette. Well, I kind of was actually expecting you to see you here.
Huh? You know each other? Oh, wait. Is this who you were telling me about? The one you met yesterday and couldn't stop thinking about?
I never said that.
Yes, you did. Why are you denying it? It was right before I went on that rant about the moody factory owner. Oh, I remember it so clearly.
Might I ask what brings you two here?
Oh, I just brought her here to see the show. And when it finished, she was full of praise for Vodyanitsa's performance. So I thought I'd try my luck. See if we could get the chance to chat for a bit. Maybe get an autograph?
You work here. You of all people ought to know that's against the rules. It's not what the green room is there for.
Oh, what's the big deal? Come on, don't be shy. I can give you an autograph. You can take a picture too if you want.
Do as you please. I finished all my shows for the day. I'll leave you to chat.
Well, there she goes.
I wasn't making that stuff up, you know. Odette's just too proud to admit it. She thinks very highly of you, and so do I. You did the right thing in Svietloladovka.
I wonder if you're part of the Fatui too, but I'm gonna guess you probably are.
We're good. Odette's out of earshot. I'll lock the door.
What?
Confidentiality, of course. The Rokat is very strict on that.
Whoa, Alosia! Not out loud! Not with an outsider here.
Relax. I've taken care of it. Look at this.
The President's reply sent this morning. Wait, so she's been approved to join?
As in me?
You told me last night that you wanted to get intel from the Rokat. Unfortunately, Rokat intel is only available to members.
Oh, okay.
But ever since you set foot in Snezhnaya, we've been working together. I've seen the way you work, your character, and your motives.
So I think if I remember correctly, the Rokat is kind of the political side of Snezhnaya. So yes, I want to say that there's some Fatui in there, but I don't know if I don't know if it's fully Fatui, so we're going to figure that out. But I'm going to say definitely there's Fatui in there controlling parts of it, because I'm pretty sure if not all of the Harbingers, some of the Harbingers are part of it.
Everything about you is perfectly in alignment with what we're trying to achieve in the Rokat. So I figured I might as well cut to the chase. I wrote a letter to the President explaining your situation, including just the right amount of detail. His approval came very quickly.
Also, I am just noticing her heels. I feel like those heels are beautiful, but I feel like they must be difficult to walk in and difficult to maintain. They look so frail. But I guess if she basically walks around a lot of the time as a mermaid, I guess her shoes don't really matter so much. But still, those are some impressive shoes.
Of course, it's still your decision whether you want to join or not.
So
We'll
that means...
respect your choice.
So that means you're both members?
Well, assuming Odette was telling the truth and she didn't misjudge you, I guess we don't need to worry about you blowing our cover. Still, you gave me a real fright. I didn't know that's why you came looking for me.
Yep.
So, that stuff you said about admiring my performance, was that just because Odette was here? Did you actually mean it?
I mean, I thought it was really impressive. Like, clearly, you know, practice a lot of singing to be able to hit those high notes like that.
Now you're talking. That's what I like to hear.
Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of how things work. Like I said, the Rokot is a covert organization, and we hide our identities. Members typically don't meet in person or even know each other's identities. This helps us maintain a high level of independence and secrecy.
Oh, okay.
Because of this, members are basically free to decide their methods without constraints, so long as the outcome of any activity doesn't violate the organization's principles.
So, you said her ankles are at like 140 degrees. Interestingly enough, there are characters in this game that have, I would say, much more painful heels. If you've ever seen Arlecchino, like, her feet are like basically at 90 degrees with how her shoes are. And then she basically doesn't have a heel, like barely has a heel. Another character that has really difficult shoes is Chiori, because her shoes barely have really any support in them. Like, part of her shoe is literally hollow. So, like, where her foot would be, like, kind of stabilizing itself, like, the bottom of that part literally is hollow. So, like, how she walks is kind of incredible. But yeah, I think Vodianitsa's shoes they're just very delicate looking. Like, it's more of, like, I feel like I would have to guess she's putting, like, how she's standing is that most of her weight is probably on her, like, her tippy toe versus her, like, back of her foot. If I had to guess how she would walk, but, like, okay. World of Genshin is very different than the real world, but, you know. You think you may need robot feet for those heels? I mean, yeah. I mean, now that I think about it, if you really look at Anifa has some pretty incredible shoes as well, but she is a robot. So I don't think she can be in pain from running and doing what she does in her shoes. Even though I don't know if they're technically shoes or not, or just literally part of her foot. But, yeah.
After all, we don't have any ostensible contact with each other. This way, if anything goes wrong, no one else will be implicated.
Beyond the freedom to choose how you operate, it's also your choice whether to act at all. We have plenty of members who have yet to take any action. In short, joining the Rokot in and of itself won't place any restrictions on your activity in Snezhnaya. There's a code of conduct you can read if it interests you. But basically, as long as you don't plan on using your anonymity to go around doing evil, you'll be fine.
I tried reading it 5 or 6 times. Never made it all the way through. Even the most lackluster script makes for more interesting reading.
Alright, sounds good to me.
Great. Then I'll go grab an official application form. Be right back.
Hello. Since you keep your identities a secret...
Well, Alosha has this pet dog you see. His name's Tagarin. And this one time, Alosha brought him backstage.
Oh, yeah, I could see you liking Tagarin.
Tagarin took quite a liking to me, so I played with him for a little bit and fed him some treats. Then, the Rokot was out on a mission one day, and even though we were all in disguise, Tagarin recognized me right away.
Yep, I would think I feel like, I mean, knowing dogs, there's no way he's not gonna recognize you.
Just a coincidence, really. We didn't report it to the higher-ups, though, to avoid dealing with the fallout. Like, my job at the theater, for instance. I really needed to make ends meet. By the way, what were you complaining about just before we came in? Did everything go okay with Chuganov?
Everything did not go okay. That's why I was so mad. I tried to make some small talk with him before I went on stage to fish for intel about the Iskra manufacturing plant. But he wouldn't take the bait. No matter what I said, he kept dodging the question. And then he started complaining. He said he didn't appreciate his second-rate seat in the stalls because he usually gets a private box. I mean, what did he expect? Everyone knows that if you want a box seat, you buy a ticket well in advance. But instead, he sends me a letter the day before the show when we're practically sold out.
Sounds like a last-minute Nelly a little bit here.
I had to juggle things around just to get him a half-decent seat, hoping he would appreciate the gesture enough to share some information. But nope, he didn't give me anything.
Yeah, meeting Chuganov in person has definitely been a disappointing experience. Oh, you probably don't know who we're talking about, do you? Chuganov was that older guy you were sitting next to today. I'm sure he didn't make a great first impression on you either.
Oh, the cranky dude.
To the citizenry, he's a family man and a kind boss.
He seems more like a cranky dude. Cranky old dude to me.
But our interactions with him tell a very different story. It's one thing to ask for a favor, but he acts like it's his right. He always expects special treatment. Take the ticket situation, for instance. I've actually gotten him a private box in the past. But not only was he not even grateful, now he's acting like I've sold him short this time. Not to mention that he's never paid for a single one of his tickets.
Yeah, that's pretty outrageous.
And another thing. If he's such a big family man, why doesn't he bring his wife and daughter to see the show once in a while? I've never seen them here, not even once.
That does sound a little weird.
Calm down, Vodyanitsa. If you won't do it the easy way, we'll have to try the hard way. But first things first. Here's your application form. Go ahead and fill it out.
All your boys hate Koganov. You know, janitor bot. I like that, but I don't think they would appreciate. We'll go with this one. You know, it will be a little interesting. I don't really know what to put here. I'm just gonna put... I don't know. I don't know. There we go. I just kind of did it randomly. Little face.
Looks like I'll need to make a few little tweaks here and there. But other than that, you're good to go. We'll hold on to this for you. All right. Now that we're officially Rokot comrades, I can tell you. Chuganov is the target of our current operation.
Okay, Mr. Cranky. Sounds good.
Recently, we've done some recon work at the Iskra manufacturing plant, which pretty much confirmed that their energy consumption is way beyond the legal limit. All we need now is some direct evidence to present to the Vetcha, so we can demand that they shut the plant down.
That way, the Kresny Crystal can be allocated to where it's needed most.
Okay.
I was hoping he might let slip during one of our chats, but he's too tight-lipped. We'll have to find another way. I'm meeting another regular theater goer tonight, Mitya.
Alright, so Alyosha did mention him earlier.
But Valeri's here too, and he's probably looking for Mitya, so he may end up being a no-show.
Don't you worry. He must know how to dodge Valeri, or he wouldn't be showing up on time for every performance. Mitya is a renowned energy expert. Although we can't get any direct evidence of the excessive energy consumption at the plant, we can accidentally let the information slip to him.
I don't know if Cranky is gonna die or not. We'll just have to see what happens to Cranky, but he certainly is one cranky dude.
The authorities should take someone like him seriously. So if he starts raising questions about energy use at the Iskra manufacturing plant, there will be a proper investigation. Also, we're not allowed on site, but he has clearance. So all we need is his cooperation.
Since he's an energy expert, does that mean...
Yeah, so that's the other thing we're trying to figure out. Though I think we're far less likely to make any progress on that front. Still, I hear that Mitya is a bit of a chatterbox. So, who knows? Maybe if we catch him in the right mood, he'll let something slip.
What do you think? Sound like something worth your time?
Yeah, I'd love to join. This is
Okay,
all interesting things.
In that case, you guys find a seat somewhere nearby. Pretend you're a couple of buddies there to eat, and keep your ears peeled for useful information.
Alright.
He's a huge fan, so I doubt he'll have his guard up around me. But you two need to be convincing. If he suspects anything at all, he might stop talking.
Sure. Don't worry. We'll make a believable pair of buddies.
I'm sure we can manage a bit of friendly chit-chat.
Perfect! You've sold me already. Now, help me tidy this room up a bit before we head out.
Okay. What needs tidying?
Everything!
Yeah, it's pretty messy, isn't it? Yes. Alright, we fixed the room and now we're going to the restaurant. Oh. Oh, is this just rehearsal? I was gonna be like, can't really run on the stage when, it's not a performance. Or is it performance? We don't want to do that. I'm gonna go this way. And let's go over to the restaurant. Hey, I don't think it was an actual show. I think it was a rehearsal, which was fine. I think I did pretty good to not draw attention. Let's see.
We come here often, so we shouldn't stand out. Let's sit here. Now, it's up to Vodyanitsa. Let's see how the conversation goes.
Oh, that's an interesting individual. He looks
Mr.
a lot
Mitya,
like...
Over here! Over here!
He looks a lot like the Broom Man from Honkai Star Rail, but grown up.
Oh, sorry. I got a little held up on my way here. Now we have even less time than we planned. Go ahead and order some snacks and drinks. Whatever you like. Let me see. According to my schedule, we still have 25 minutes left.
This guy does seem really chatty, actually.
You're really pressed for time today, huh? I was imagining this would be a leisurely chat. If you'd prefer, we can always reschedule for another afternoon when you have more time.
No need. Getting to meet the lead singer is a very precious opportunity for me. I'm not about to pass it up. I've already had to decline your invitation several times because our schedules rarely align. If I don't grab this chance while it's here, who knows when the next one will come around?
Is his cape alive? I think his cape is alive.
Well, it's very kind of you to make time just for me.
Hey, his scarf is like alive.
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But Snezhnaya's full of weird and wonderful things like that, so people tend not to bat an eye. I'm sure the same will go for the Eye of Grey and Paimon.
I mean, that'll make things getting around easier. If I try to do that in Fontaine or... Well, mostly it was Fontaine that Paimon was an issue.
The reason I invited you out for tea and a chat today was to get some feedback from a true fan of the theater.
Well, I genuinely have nothing bad to say. No matter how many times I hear you sing, it never gets old. It always seems fresh and new somehow. Maybe it's because the more times I listen, the more details I notice. Or maybe you simply improve with every performance, delivering it better each time.
Thank you! I'm delighted to hear that! Could you give me any specific examples?
Oh, yeah. That, the piece you sang today, for example. Beneath the Frozen River?
Is his arm scarf literally giving him, like... Was he not paying attention?
Hey, what's with you? I'm just praising a good performance. I always used to find that such a bleak and lonely song. But the more you listen, the more you realize that it's not as cold and nihilistic as it appears. When you really dig down into it, there's a certain level where you're surprised by the emergence of hope.
Wow, I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to pick up on that. Actually, I only tried out that angle after talking with a composer. Still, Beneath the Frozen River wasn't on today's program.
So he wasn't listening then.
Oh, really? But it's a classic. You sing it every time.
Almost every time.
Oh, well then. Let me say a few words about that other all-time classic, Flying in the Wind from the Mountain Sparrow.
I didn't sing that one today either. My voice wasn't quite up to it, so I switched it out at the last minute.
I don't think he listened to anything.
Oh, but,
I think you've been busted, my dude.
Sorry, Mr. Mitya, but you were at the theater today, yes?
Of course I was. Remember? I said hello to all the troupe members before the show started. You, Odette, and the others.
So, what did Odette sing today?
Elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose, of course.
Correct. I see. I see.
Are we thinking maybe he just...
You find my singing boring, don't you?
Oh, that's okay.
That's why you don't remember a single song. Looks like I'll need to cut a few from the program next time.
No, that's not it. I swear. All right. I'll be straight with you. I'm sorry. My mind was wandering as you took the stage today. I enjoy watching your shows because the exquisite performances stimulate the mind. It always sparks some inspiration for my research. So, whenever I get stuck at work, I come to the theater for a change of pace. Odette's dance during the elegy of the Snow-Winged Goose today was simply incredible. It got me wondering what she's been going through recently. That look of sheer defiance in the face of utter tragedy? It was so inspiring. I started scribbling in my notebook right away.
Yeah, I would say this date isn't going well either.
Not that I made a ton of progress in the grand scheme of things, but I still think it was productive. By the time I snapped out of it, the entire show had finished.
So what you're saying is, you didn't listen to my singing at all?
I don't think he did.
Unfortunately not. I'm sorry. I don't know which is more disrespectful. The fact that I don't always come for the show itself, or the fact that I missed your performance.
Seems like things are getting a little awkward.
You look a little nervous. What's up?
Mitya just stepped into a conversational minefield. If there's one thing Vodyanitsa doesn't like, it's people who show disrespect for her performance. This meeting was so hard to set up. Don't tell me it's already falling apart.
Oh, her personality's coming.
It's fine. I suppose this is affirming in its own way. At least, it shows that our performance really touches people's hearts, right?
Dude, you shouldn't be smiling right now.
Don't let it bother you. It certainly doesn't bother me.
Oh, yes, it does.
She's showing a lot of restraint.
Yeah. Yeah, must be tough.
Well, I'll be sure to let Odette know how much you adored her performance.
Please don't say that. I always love your performances too. It's just that inspiration struck at the wrong time today. I'm usually all ears.
I know, I can tell. That's why I value your opinion. I'm sure some people can't stand it when others praise their coworkers right to their face, but not me. No, sir.
Fair enough. I still feel kind of bad though.
But you know what I really can't stand? People who only show up to the theater to pretend that they're cultured. Makes me sick to my stomach.
Ah, we're getting into Mr. Cranky, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. There are too many of those people around. By the time they're walking out the door, they've forgotten all about the show.
I think you're making it worse.
What's wrong? You look furious.
Yeah, you said every single wrong thing to say.
I don't know if you've heard about the boss of the Iskra manufacturing plant. He isn't even a theater investor, but he always demands the same privileges as actual investors. Box tickets only, premium drinks, even the right to request specific songs.
Well played, Vodyanitsa. Seems like she's harnessing her rage to steer the conversation back on track.
She is doing a good job at not completely blowing up in his face. Even though I think she really would like to.
Now that you mention it, I've interacted with that guy before. I gotta say, everyone holds him up as an example of a benevolent businessman, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah, he couldn't care less about what's happening on stage. He's just there to flaunt his social status. I hate that I have to prepare programs for guys like that. What's the big deal with that factory he runs anyway? I asked around a bit and heard some pretty shocking stories. Sounds like he's just another greedy capitalist.
Oh, really?
Yep, the things people are saying are pretty damning. Low wages, insanely long working hours, equipment running around the clock. And as if that's not bad enough, he also strictly forbids his employees from giving any kind of interview. Project Stuja has now been extended so many times, we're at the point where crystal rations for the common folk are barely enough to survive on. Yet he even wants to get his greedy hands on them just to boost his own profits. If the rumors are true, he's in serious violation of the law.
Interesting. So you've heard about it too.
Oh, are you saying something interesting now that we actually want to hear and not accidentally insulting Vodyanitsa?
What? So it's really true?
Who knows?
What?
I've only heard the same rumors you have. But there's no smoke without fire.
Okay, dude, you made us excited and now you're taking everything back.
The Rooster's been coming down on us hard lately, demanding that we track and trace every single batch of Crystal. My coworkers in the Department of Energy have been tearing their hair out over it.
The Rooster? I didn't realize he cared that much.
Yeah. Even though there are no restrictions on Crystal trading, the poor will wind up freezing to death if we let the rich buy as much as they want. That's clearly unfair. Looks like we'll need to arrange an investigation into the Iskra manufacturing plant as soon as possible.
Okay.
I never knew you kept up with current affairs beyond the theater, Miss Vodyanitsa. You really have a heart for the common person. Most Fae in your position have long been indifferent to the plight of humans.
Well, those of us who choose to live in human cities are naturally going to pay attention to any significant upheaval. Isn't the Rooster a Fae himself? I'm just surprised to learn that even someone with as much experience as him is getting so stressed out over Project Stuja. What is the end goal of this project anyway?
This is it. We're finally going there.
I'm sure Mitya can sense on some level that she's fishing for information. But since their conversation is so relaxed, he might just let something slip.
I honestly don't think he's gonna let something slip, but we'll see.
It's stressing me out too. If I'd only made better progress with my research, things wouldn't have dragged on this long.
Oh, so your work is related to Project Stuja?
That's right. The Armory Palace needs a brand new energy source. Not the power of the Light Realm and not elemental energy. Right now, the only thing that meets the requirements is the power contained within stellar linchpins.
Okay. We know what's her name has a linchpin. Well, actually, I think there's two people with linchpins. I think Odette has a linchpin, and we know that Sandrone has a linchpin.
But harnessing that power is costly. Each step of the process requires enormous amounts of Kresnik crystal, from extraction to quantification to attempts at conversion. Progress has been painfully slow, and the team is getting burned out as time goes by. Sometimes I see people staring into space as if in a trance.
Could it be that this new energy source has side effects?
I wouldn't be surprised if it did. And at least they're not messing with delusions at the moment.
No, it doesn't affect us, because the energy is used for... Okay, I got it. Stop choking me. Sorry, I can't talk about that. I think we're all just exhausted. We've been working ourselves to the bone for so long with so little progress to show for it. It's no wonder people are struggling to stay motivated.
Seems like I owe you an apology. I shouldn't have gotten so mad at you for not paying attention during the show.
The kid in the back is having a great time. I haven't even noticed. Kid in the back. Yeah, his scarf apparently can do that. It can strangle him.
Don't worry about it. I count myself lucky, to be honest. I don't envy the people who work closely with the Tsaritsa herself. I'd much rather be in my current position. At least I don't have to shoulder any major responsibilities.
So they're trying to develop a completely new kind of energy.
Yeah, that kid does look like he's having a great time. I think there's two kids, actually. Shame we didn't get to hear more.
Yeah, censored by a scarf. Who would have thought?
Oh, dear. It looks like my time is up. I'm afraid I have to leave. I'm so sorry. We ended up barely talking about the theater.
I mean, the things you said about the theater, I wouldn't say that was... You just... Yeah, you weren't making her happy.
That's okay. It was a pleasure chatting with you, really.
Let's make up for it next time. Yeah, hopefully once the work pressure eases up a little, I'll be able to focus more on the performance, and then we'll have more to discuss. We touched on some confidential issues today. I'd be grateful if you could keep it between us.
Okay.
That could have gone worse.
Nice job. Why was Mitya in such a hurry to leave, though?
I feel like it wasn't a pleasure to chat with him. I don't think it was a pleasure either. Not for Vodyanitsa. Oh. That doesn't
Sorry,
look good.
routine inspection.
Oh, is that Valerity? He is one step behind. Well, I guess this makes sense as to why... I forgot his name already. Mitya or something? He guess he had to stay on track because he's constantly being chased by this dude.
Okay, let's go.
So he wasn't rushing to get back to work. He must have calculated that Valeri would find him here in exactly 25 minutes. That's frighteningly accurate.
Yeah.
One of the main duties of the Special Assignments Battalion is to ensure that important figures stick to their schedules.
It sounds like Mitya, archenemy then.
All right, time for us to get going too. Excuse me, check please.
We'll settle our check too then.
Oh, hello there. Mr. Mitya paid the check before leaving.
Oh, okay.
He also asked me to pass on a message. He said it was an honor to share his tea break with Miss Vodyanitsa and her two friends.
Oh, he knew we were there the whole time. Okay. We did not trick him.
Wait.
So he knew we were here all along? This raises a lot of questions. Did he deliberately mention the new energy source so that we'd overhear it?
Yeah, he knew. He knew the whole time.
Maybe his work isn't confidential after all. Maybe the key here is the purpose of this new energy. I guess that's the next thing to look into.
Yeah, that is unfortunate that he knew the whole time, because he really didn't show much of anything other than his scarf, like, strangling him if he was trying to say too much. Maybe the Scarf knew, and Scarf was like, yeah, nah. We're not saying things.
Vodyanitsa and Alosha have both left. Time to head back and call it a day.
Whew! And I'd say it's now time to say a good night. Because this was going to be a shorter stream tonight. I will be streaming on Tuesday. We're going to be doing more of the story, which will also be a little bit shorter. But I hope you guys are enjoying the stream and enjoying the story. I think definitely the highlight was watching this entire conversation between Mitya and Vodyanitsa. I think a lot of things were said very wrong there, but you know what? We got through it, and I guess we got to learn about 2 new characters, and, well, we sort of learned about a third, but not really. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a good